bronc riding was expected. The bull riding threw a little bit of a twist in there, and I've been called a lot of names like the black sheep of the family or lefty or wrong. I've got called a few names. Well, not that they're bad. They don't mean anything mean by it, but I've been called a few things, but I mean, I love it.
Living life, living right. If you wanna ride with me, you better hold on tight. All right. Gas is calling for wild rides. The forecast is calling for wild rides. It might be sunny and blue skies, but the forecast is calling for wild rides.
I'm Dale Polke with Dakota Community Bank and Trust, and I'd like to welcome you to this episode of Wild Rides.
My dad had 12 brothers and sisters. There were 7 boys and 6 girls. And I know my grandpa rode and roped. He did everything, rode barebacks, saddle broncs, and bulls. But he didn't, I think he went professional a little bit, but he had too big of a family. He had to stay home, work. He did concrete. And then my dad, he started riding. And I don't think not many of them rode until like he started proving, like he made all of us, well, all his brothers look at it and think, well, if he did it, we can. And he bought everybody in that family their first saddles. That's kind of where it all started. And then when we came around, I was in 4th grade, Rusty and Ryder were in like 6th and 8th. And we all started riding steers, and it just kind of progressed from there. They all rode bulls in high school. My dad did every single event. If they would have let him do barrels, I'm sure he would have done that too. But we all tried a bunch of things. Like I shoot dog a little bit through junior high, but I was only like 75 pounds, so I never got anything flipped. But we all tried a bunch of things. Rusty and Ryder and Jake, they were all outstanding bull riders. Not many people know that, but I was dang for sure probably the worst one out of all of them. But because I wasn't the best, it pissed me off, so I kept trying to ride, and I just kept doing it. And Ryder went to 2 or 3 PRCA rodeos. Jake did a couple in the PRCA, but never stuck with it. And my senior year in high school, I told my dad, once I get in the PRCA, then I'm going to stop riding bulls. Well, it was my junior year. Well, my junior year, everything started clicking in the bull riding, and I became a better bull rider than I was a saddle bronc rider. So I was just like, well, I lied, Dad. I'm going to keep doing this. And then right out of high school, got in the PRCA, won my permit year, and then went on to, I guess, my rookie year and started winning. And yeah, we all dang for sure tried everything. I know Jake and Jesse and a lot of them rode barebacks. I never tried that. I never wanted to.
Yeah.
One thing about my dad, like he never would make us go anywhere. He would ask us. And then when we wanted to start rodeo, everybody just kind of thought my dad forced us to start riding. But I guess if you pulled out some old home videos from us, when we started, we all had chinks on, like not actual chaps. We tied our boots on with bell and twine. Like we were the, I guess, definition of gunsels. And my dad, he wouldn't buy us nothing. That he gave us exactly what we needed to start, but he wouldn't like spend a lot of money on stuff that we didn't need, because he wasn't going to force us to keep doing it. He didn't start ordering us stuff that made us look like riders until we showed that we were interested. And Like a lot of times I remember in practice, like I wouldn't do good and he'd be trying to help me. And when you're a little kid, you just think they're yelling at you. And I told him a few times, well, I'll just stop riding. Like it affected him. And he was like, well, if you don't want to ride, that's your choice. And yeah, that was one thing. My dad never forced anything we did upon us, but he dang for sure wasn't going to let us quit without giving it all of our try and everything, putting our full heart into it. Shoot, still to this day, I want to ride just like my dad. There's his style. I don't know if you guys have watched or paid attention to him, but just how he rides, I guess a lot of guys call him the freak of nature, and that's just how I see him. And I might be a little bit biased, but that's exactly how I want to ride still to this day. I mean, I think if I ride him as good as he does, I'll never lose. My mom would always question, why would you guys want to do this sport? And that's what we thought when our dad would come home limping, broken legs, tore up shoulder, broken collarbones, you name it, he probably had it. And when I guess how we look at our dad, he's like Superman. He shouldn't ever get hurt. And it dang for sure scared us when we were little, but the older we got and when we started getting into rodeo, we realized that it was all dang for sure worth it. My first world title that I won, my dad got to hand me my gold buckle, so that was probably the best thing about winning it.
Dakota Community Bank and Trust is your leading ag lender. We have always promoted farming, ranching, rodeo, and our Western heritage. In 1987, Hugh Connolly won the first saddle we sponsored, and since then we have sponsored nearly 200 saddles to rodeo athletes. We have been a leader in the ag business and the Western way of life since 1940. We have been a proud sponsor of rodeo, ranching, cowboys, and the Cowboy way for the last 80 years. Come bank with us at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
It's not just any other hat. It's a 143-year-old time-tested tradition. 100% fur felt, built, and shaped by expert hands. Custom fit for the life you live. Earned hats turns heads. So expect compliments. Earned hats, above average because you are.
Matching the truck equipment to the vehicle is very important. You need to match the GVW of your truck to the GVW of your truck equipment. You want to put those together so that when you're out driving around or working in the field, you're not too heavy, you're not too light, you're not overloaded, you're not underloaded. You're setting it up. The truck equipment needs to match the vehicle.
You know what sounds like fun? Your oasis for fun at the new and improved Four Bears Casino and Lodge. Now that sounds like fun.
There's no words to describe it. And my first world title that I won, my dad got to hand me my gold buckle, so that was probably the best thing about winning it. Was I grew up watching him, knew how hard it was to get him, and I was in the runnings with Tuff Cooper, Clay Smith. I mean, two of the most well-known ropers in this world, and to come out on top over those two, it was incredible. And then I guess fast forward the next year to doing it again over those two, and to, I guess, being a bull riding world champion over them 14 other guys that were just riding lights out that week. It was just incredible to get a hold on to those. The past 3 years, my first NFR, I would say I was different for about I guess I'd say 8 months. Because after I won my first world title, I thought I had to be Stetson Wright, the all-around world champion. That's how I thought I had to hold myself. But I learned quick, and my dad told me growing up, like before I even won the world, like gold buckles or not, you stay the same person. They don't change nothing. Well, I thought because I won the world, I had to hold myself different and I guess try to be better than what I thought I was.
Be perfect.
Yeah, I thought I had to be perfect. And after I won the world and I was trying to be someone I wasn't, it changed my riding. Not for the better. I was awful. Like 2 weeks left of the season last year, I wasn't even going to make the NFR in either event, and that was kind of hard for me because I was trying to be someone different, but I was trying to make the NFR, and I thought it'd look bad if I guess the 2019 all-around world champion didn't even come close to making the NFR the next year. So when it got down to about 2 weeks left in the season, I was like, screw this. I'm going back to the guy that got me the world title the year before. And that was kind of the switch for me. I went back to being me, that gritty, I guess I'd like to say tough. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but hang and drag, do whatever it takes to win another world title. And I ended up getting the NFR and winning 2 more gold buckles. And yeah, I just tried to go back to being the same old goofy Stetson Wright that I was before, that everybody thought was goofy as heck. Once I realized I wasn't making the finals in 2019 in the Bronx, like going into 2020, I just wanted to be done riding saddle broncs and just ride bulls. That was kind of where I was at in my bronc riding career. I was about to call it quits, but I knew I couldn't live with myself if I quit something, so I just tried to get better at it, and I was dang for sure happy I did. Well, everybody likes that I ride saddle broncs, and they think I'm dumb because I ride bulls. 2019, I loved the bulls. Most of 2020, I just loved the bulls, but this last year and a half, or close to 2 years, I've grown to love both of them. It's been real fun. I've had a lot of success in both the last year and a half, and yeah, I'd say they're about even right now. The bronc riding was expected. The bull riding threw a little bit of a twist in there, and I've been called a lot of names like the black sheep of the family, or lefty, or wrong. I've got called a few names. Well, not that they're bad. They don't mean anything mean by it, but I've been called a few things, but I mean, I love it. I like that. That I guess in the bull riding world, my dad's not just known for a bronc rider, but a dang good teacher when it comes to bull riding. And a lot of people don't know that either, but he's real knowledgeable when it comes to bull riding. A lot of people don't like to hear what he has to say about bull riding because he keeps it as simple as like putting one leg on one side, the other on the other, and keeping your mind in the middle. And that's how I was raised and taught how to ride bulls. I mean, there's been a few times that I've tried to make bull riding harder than it is, but I always seem to ride better when I listen to him and my brothers. I mean, my rookie year and everything, I let all the stupid little talk about people saying you're supposed to be better at broncs because your dad's a world champion, your uncles and brothers all world champions and ride good, and I just didn't feel like I was, I guess, stepping up and being as good as I was meant to be. And it took me a long time to realize that talk shouldn't bug me. I mean, what I believe is like those people were sent into my life for a reason to try to knock me off of I guess my potential or where I was supposed to be. And instead of listening to them now, I just do my thing, and I feel like I've came a long ways and a lot of things have clicked. I mean, but it wasn't just all me. Like my dad, my mom, my brothers, my little sister, they all helped me get through that, I guess, that little tough time of not riding as good as I was supposed to, and it's all turned around now. I've been asked this question a lot about how do you go from one event to another, like from broncs to bulls, because they're totally different. In the bulls, you stay forward, never get back. In the broncs, you never get forward, you always stay back. And it was hard for me to learn when I first started doing both, and that's kind of how the bull rider I still am today. Like, I'll still get back, but I felt like it's helped me a lot as far as scoring goes, maybe. And I've tried to stop, trust me, it doesn't feel good getting strung out on one. I mean, the judges seem to like when a guy makes it exciting, I guess, in the bull riding. But yeah, so the switch for me was, I guess, just consistency and confidence. I had to, bulls, usually are right there in the gate, either delivery they go, and then broncs, they usually just go out straight. Well, most of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, it is totally different, but it's becoming, I guess, more normal to me now to do both events. So we were never perfect, that's for dang sure. We all were pretty mean to each other, but we were young when we first had the dream. Like, we grew up, I would be Jerry Shepherd, BJ Schumacher, and I would replay I guess you'd say 10 nights in the NFR, and I would picture myself winning the world. Rusty and Ryder would, and even Statler. We all dreamed of being world champion bull riders and saddle bronc riders. That was just kind of how it was. And then when we got to junior high, we all started, I guess, riding, and the support has always been the same as it is now. Like, them cheering on the back of the chutes to me cheering on the back of the chutes. That's how it's always been. Like, they've never knocked me down, and I've never knocked them down when it comes to rodeo. Like, outside of rodeo, we're dang for sure brothers. We ain't perfect. We've been in some fights. Like, that's just how it is. But when it comes to stuff we're serious about, like rodeo, we're our number one supporters to each other, and that's just how it's always been. I mean, shoot, like, winning the world these past couple of years, it dang for sure wouldn't have been as great as it was if them two weren't there. That's kind of what made it special, and it just kind of felt like we all have accomplished a lifetime dream, I guess, through each other. Like, when my dad did it, it was kind of, it'd been so many years, and he finally did it. And then when it kept going down, I guess, down the rope, or whatever you want to call it, it was kind of just like a dream come true for all of us. I still think when he won the world, it felt better than when I did. No, felt like he'd worked his whole life for it, and it was a dream come true for the whole family.
Have you been putting off having your roof replaced? Now's the time to call Shetler's Construction and Roofing of Southwest North Dakota. Don't let your old, bad roof cause problems and expense. Call Shetler's Construction and Roofing today for a free estimate.
It's not just any other hat. It's a 143-year-old time-tested tradition. 100% fur felt, built, and shaped by expert hands. Custom fit for the life you live. Earned hats turns heads. So expect compliments. Earned hats, above average because you are.
Charbonneau Car Center provides a low-pressure sales experience with great customer service and a variety of models to choose from. We can put you in the vehicle that fits your lifestyle. Charbonneau Car Center, great service, great savings. Buick, experience the new Buick.
Good morning. Welcome to First International Bank and Trust.
Mom, it's Saturday.
Well, I guess I could wait until Monday to deposit your birthday checks.
Whoa, let's not get carried away here.
Okay.
Mobile banking from First International Bank and Trust. Just another way to live first.
There you go. Checks are deposited.
Hey, hun, can you transfer some of those checks into my account?
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. This bank's just closed.
Open your account at livefirstmobile.com.
Shetler's Construction and Roofing is Dickinson's residential and commercial roofing contractor. Whether your roof needs shingles or metal, you can trust Shetler's Construction and Roofing to provide a quality finished product. Call today for a free estimate, 690-7713.
I don't feel much pressure on the bronc riding anymore. Like I said, it just doesn't, like if I win or lose, it really doesn't affect me. The whole thing of the last name, it used to get to me when I was going through high school and starting into the PRCA, but I just feel, I guess, lucky to have that last name, that people do look at me like I am a good bronc rider, and it's pretty awesome what my dad and brothers have, I guess, done in their rodeo careers to, I guess, bring the right name to life. I know rodeos, you never know what's going to happen the next ride, so I just try to do my best on the ride that I'm about. I don't really think too much in the future. I mean, I've done a lot in these past 3 years as far as like the money goes and making what I want at my place. I guess, so when I'm done rodeoing, because I dang for sure don't want to work. I mean, that's why I try so hard, because I don't want to get a job when I'm done rodeoing. I think when I'm done rodeoing, I just want to be at home with my family and I guess hopefully raise a few bulls and bucking horses. That's kind of been my dream since I was little. But other than that, I don't think like, oh, I wonder what I'm going to be at when I'm 55 or whatever, other than an awesome dad and I guess a good husband and a brother and son that everybody can count on. I don't do it for the money. I mean, that's just a bonus of, I guess, doing what you love. But yeah, the only thing, I guess the day I stop wanting them gold buckles is the day nobody will ever see me again. And I think that's how he's been. When he stopped wanting it, he stayed home and nobody's seen him again since, really. And that's, I guess that's how we all are. When I stop loving it, I'm going home. All I know is it'd been well overdue. He'd come short a few times before that, and I guess he just hit his prime, and I can't even explain it. It's kind of like winning the world yourself. I still think when he won the world, it felt better than when I did, though. Felt like he'd worked his whole life for it, and it was a dream come true for the whole family. We went to Salinas the other day for the tour finale, and I walked up, getting my back number and all the goodies they give there, and I told them my name, and they looked up at me and they're like, "Is your dad Cody?" And I was like, "Yep." And they just told me how good of a guy he was, and they threw in some extra stuff for him, gave me a bunch of stuff for him. And I don't know if you know Salinas, they're pretty strict. They don't give away their backpacks or anything just to anybody. It's, if you don't have a back number, then you don't get nothing. They loaded me up with a bunch of his stuff, and I just got to hear some old stories about him, and that's kind of how it is everywhere we go. Makes us want to be better people, I guess, because the impact he left on people at all the rodeos he went to, he just sounds as awesome as he is at home. I guess it makes all of us pretty happy just to know that he's been the same person from, I guess, when he cracked out into the PRCA, or from even high school into the PRCA to now. He's stayed the same person regardless of world titles and how much he's won. I mean, shoot, if you go into his house, you wouldn't even know he's a bronc rider. He doesn't he doesn't let us worship him the way we think he should be. But yeah, he just seems like when you walk into his house, there's not a buckle or picture of him riding broncs in it anywhere. It's just all family stuff, and it's different. And that's my dad 100%. I mean, if I get into talking about the man he is, I probably would get pretty emotional. I mean, he's from, I guess, his father figure to how he was raising all of us. That's, I guess, not even just the bronc riding, but everything in general. That's the man I want to be.
I've been a cowboy, got a lot of good friends. I stuck it on some rank ones, mended some fences. I rode through some hard times, well they ain't been that bad. It's living a cowboy. Some hard times, well they ain't been that bad. It's living a cowboy, it's all I ever had. It's living a cowboy.